So who else has a soft spot for Mondstadt? With Nod Krai on the horizon, we're expecting characters from all sorts of new regions, but it looks like one of the most anticipated arrivals is actually from the City of Freedom. We're talking about VARKA, the true Grandmaster, and the word on the street is that he's going to be the strongest character to come out of Mondstadt yet. It seems the old guard might have some serious competition. So today we're going to dive into everything we know about VARKA, from his potential release date and kit to his lore and what makes him such a legendary figure. Out of Primogems? Don't worry, I've got a way to save money and get double the Genesis crystals. This is Lootbar.gg. It works just like the in-game top-up system, but with up to 25% off, and new users even get a 10% extra discount using the link in the pinned comment. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $85 on Lootbar, and each update they release an exclusive $77 bundle available for your first purchase every version. All you need is your UID, no password, no login. Just pick your bundle, select your server, enter your UID, and your crystals get delivered in seconds. Lootbar has awesome reviews. It's fast, secure, and trusted by tons of players. If you're planning to recharge for Genshin Impact, Star Rail, or Wuthering Waves, don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and top up now with Lootbar. Safe, fast, and way more affordable. Let's start with a little introduction to who he is. VARKA is the current Knight of Boreas and the official Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. About half a year ago, he set off on a major expedition, taking 80% of the knights with him and leaving Jean in charge as the Acting Grandmaster. And based on what everyone says about him, he's one of the most powerful people in the nation. Childe calls him the Titan of the Knights of Favonius and hopes he can face him in combat one day. And Eula even suspects he was intentionally holding back during their sparring sessions. It's clear he's a powerhouse, but his reputation is about more than just strength. VARKA is widely seen as brave, charismatic, and pretty carefree. He's known for being boisterous and approachable, not at all like a stiff, formal leader. He's more like a lively adventurer with a ton of courage and charm. Bennett absolutely idolizes him, calling him the strongest person in Mondstadt, while Barbara describes him as generous and warm-hearted. Even Venti refers to him as a reliable fellow, which says a lot. It really seems like VARKA is just an all-around great guy. Now, let's get into his kit, and when we might actually see him in the game. The current reliable information points to VARKA's release date being in version 6.5. So yes, we do have a bit of a wait ahead of us. We'll have a few patches to get through, which likely puts his arrival sometime mid to late next year. It's a long time to wait, but that just means the hype will have plenty of time to build, and we'll probably see the evolution of his character and kit unfold right before our eyes. So where will he fit in the game's power levels? According to some early information, the top-tier characters for the Nod Krai cycle are expected to be characters like Columbina and Alice. The second tier has some strong supports, and then at the top of the third tier, we have VARKA. He's listed as having a standard, strong performance, but I do want to mention that this kind of information can always change leading up to a character's release. If the community hype for VARKA is as big as I think it will be, it's possible he could get a buff that pushes him even higher. This idea of him being an incredibly powerful dual-wielding fighter is just so cool. What do you think about it? Could he really bring back this lost fighting style, or maybe have a skill that lets him switch between weapons? Let me know what you think about this theory down in the comments below. As for his weapon and element, it's pretty clear he's a Claymore wielder. He's been shown with a massive Claymore, specifically the Wolf's Gravestone, and his Anemo vision has literally been seen hanging from his coat, so that pretty much confirms his elemental alignment. Reliable sources have said that in 6.5, VARKA will be an Anemo main DPS focused on pure Anemo damage, with nuke and big damage-dealing qualities. This lines up perfectly with the Commander and Grandmaster persona we all expected. But here is where things get really interesting. There's a fighting style called the Favonius blade work. About 500 years ago, two styles were developed. One was a single-handed style, which is still used today. The other was developed by a grandmaster named Arundelen, and it involved dual-wielding a claymore and a sword. The style died out because it required enormous strength, but people are speculating that VARKA might just be the one to bring it back. Imagine if he had a skill that let him use both at once, or maybe he could shift between them. It's just speculation for now. but it's a very exciting possibility. Given that he's likely an attack-scaling Anemo DPS, it's fairly certain he'll work well with characters like Bennett and maybe a C6 Faruzan to maximize his damage. But VARKA'S release isn't just about a new character. It looks like we're getting a massive map expansion at the same time. In version 6.5, it's rumored that we will finally see the release of the Mondstadt Harbor and the Dandelion Sea. It makes a lot of sense, as we've been waiting for a Mondstadt expansion for a very long time. It seems the Grandmaster's return will be a huge event for the entire region. The hype for VARKA is definitely real, and it looks like we have a lot to look forward to. If you want to stay updated on all the new information as it drops and explore more theories about upcoming characters, consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of the conversation. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.